Well, hi again. I'm Buell and welcome to this very, very special edition of Not So California's Gold. Now, today we find ourselves in the Navajo Nation at the most beautiful and prestigious Monument Valley. Ronnie, get a nice shot of that. Just wow. Now, we've hired a tour guide to take us on the 17-mile drive around the monuments today. Let's go see what he has to say. Now, before we get there, take a look at this dirt. It almost looks like paprika. It doesn't taste like paprika, but that's okay. Hi there.
Oh, hey, Buell.
Hi, and introduce yourself, son. What's your name?
Lyn Gum, Lyn Gum.
Lyn Gum. And what is it that you'll be doing with us today there, Lyn?
Well, I'm a geologist, 1972 Humboldt State University, and
Wow.
I'm out here to give an interpretive guide.
An interpretive guide. So what is it that, for our viewers back home, what will they be expecting on today's 17-mile drive?
Rocks and bushes.
Rocks and bushes. So stick around. Don't go anywhere. We're going to start the drive and we'll come back and see what's going on just a little bit. Well, we've only made it about a half mile down the road and we just had to stop. Take a look at that, Ronnie. Isn't that just marvelous? So this is known as the Elephant Butte. It's one of maybe, I don't know, how many buttes would you say there are here, Lyn?
I'd say about 13.
There's about 13 buttes here. Now, could you explain to our viewers just how these buttes became the way that they did?
Well, sure, they're more resistant to erosion than the surrounding rock.
Wow, that is amazing. I just have one more question for you. Why do these rocks look like they're made of paprika?
Well, yeah, that's because the minerals are bearing iron and the iron oxidizes over time.
Isn't that just amazing? All right, well, we're going to continue on with our tour, our 17-mile drive. Stick around. Well, would you look at that? Wow. Once again, we just had to pull over to the side of the road and take a look at these, what appears to be volcanoes sticking out of the middle of Monument Valley. Now, this is why we hired Lyn to take us on this tour so he could answer any questions that we might be having. So, Lyn, are these in fact volcanoes?
No, Buell, they are not volcanoes.
Well, then what are they?
These here are spires.
Spires, and could you explain to our viewers what a spire is?
Yeah, it's the final stage of erosion. Mesa, butte, and then lastly you get a spire.
So what happens after the spire?
Crumbles to the ground. You could be standing on a spire right now.
I guess what's done is done. So what is it that you got here in your hand there, Lyn?
Well, this is the Cutler Formation, 150 million year old sandstone. Take a look.
Really?
Yep.
Now what else can you tell me about this? Oh, wow.
Can I take a drink of this?
Sure. All right, Ronnie, now get a shot of that. Now that is called the thumb. Oh, isn't that just amazing? All right, so we're coming up on what might be our final stop on the tour. We have pulled off onto the Artist Point Overlook. And like any artist point in any nice geological place, you know that it's gonna have the nicest view. All right, so we have officially arrived at the final stop on our tour of Monument Valley. Now, Ronnie, take a look at Artist Point Overlook. Isn't that just amazing? It's like a painting, if you think about it. Now, in the car, Lyn, come over here, Lyn. Now, Lyn, in the car, you were telling us that this all used to be a plateau?
Yeah, Buell. Well, you see, about 150 million years ago during the Permian period, you can imagine this all was filled in with a shallow tropical seaway and the sediment was depositing as one whole mass. Now you see the shale around the edges that's less resistant and the sandstone is still sticking out where the shale is gone.
That is just amazing. So what you're telling me, Lyn, is that that butte and that butte and that butte all used to be connected?
Correct, they used to be one mesa.
Well, I am just flabbergasted. I cannot believe that we have made it all the way to the end of our tour. Thank you for tuning in to this very, very special episode of Not So California's Gold. Tune in next time. We'll probably be in California for the next one, but it doesn't matter. I mean, it's all gold if you really think about it. So yeah, thanks again for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.